Well, hello there. And welcome to the midbrain of bschmalfeldt. I understand, if we're going to get to know each other, you will need to know my name, last name, Ganglia. First name? Basil. You may call me Basil. My job, such as it is, includes a variety of functions including control of voluntary motor movements, procedural learning, routine behaviors, or habits such as eye movements, cognition and emotion. I must admit, I really haven't been doing my job all that well lately. But it's not all my fault. Is it, Subsir?
You are not talking to me.
Are you or are you not named Substantia nigra?
I do not like where this conversation is going.
And is, or is not, your name the Latin phrase meaning?
Yes. Substantia nigra means the black stuff. Leave it to bschmalfeldt's mind to come up with such a lame, obvious joke.
Well, we're really not talking about the so-called conscious mind here, are we, Subby? We're talking about why Bill has Parkinson's disease. You stopped providing the juice his brain needs.
You racist motherfucker.
Ain't got nothing to do with race, Subby. You are responsible for one thing in this brain and one thing only.
I ought to kick your bony ass up to your bony shoulder blades.
How you gonna do that? You can barely move your legs. You ran out of dopamine, cousin. And therein lies the problem.
You're such a smart guy. Why don't you make some damn dopamine if you think Schmalfeldt needs it? Huh?
Because that is not my job. I have a million other things to do, and frankly, my friend, your failure has caused me to lose control of Schmalfeldt's emotions.
Still, that's no reason for you to lose your cool like that. We're all in the same brain here, we should be working together, and besides, who died, and made you, boss of the whole damn brain? Oh, poor me. I'm the basal ganglia. I have so many important things to do. I have to control and regulate activities of the motor and premotor cortical areas so that voluntary movements can be performed smoothly.
Which I cannot do, without dopamine. Which you stopped making.
Is it my fault that all my dopamine-producing neurons went belly up? I mean, 1 minute they're all there, pumping out the lube oil, helping the other nerves communicate with each other, and then, boom, they start to die. You didn't even notice until 80% were already dead.
Don't turn this into my fault.
You mean, you couldn't hear them dying in there? One at a time? Pop, pop, pop. Millions of little neurons. Back in 1999 it sounded like we were cooking popcorn in there.
All right. Look.
At least popcorn smells good. Have you ever smelled a burned out neuron? It's like the Michelin tire guy farted.
All right. So we don't know what killed your dopamine neurons. But you gotta try harder. You gotta buckle down, give it 110%. Get in there and pitch. Go for the gold. Pour the whole box of Wheaties into a single bowl and use whole milk, not that 2% crap. I mean, whole milk.
You're babbling.
Oh, Christ. I was. Wasn't I?
You were not making a great deal of sense.
It's the freaking dementia. Another part of getting no dopamine for more than 15 years. It's starting to affect the prefrontal cortex. And he's really the one who comes up with the communications and whatnot in here.
You couldn't help it. Just like it's not my fault that the dopamine dried up.
Yeah. It's silly to get mad at you for something you can't control. I should save my anger for that damned prefrontal cortex. He is really messing up the whole damned.
Look. I understand that I'm just a part of the midbrain, and you are the big dog around here, and me, and the subthalamic nuclei, which, by the way, are enjoying the stimulation they've been getting since 2007. We're all just cogs in this grand machinery of Schmalfeldt's brain. Someday, before this old brain shuts down for good, maybe, who knows, they'll find a cure for Parkinson's disease, and we can do our jobs, while old man prefrontal cortex gets old and crazy. You think?
There's always hope, I guess. So, we still friends, Subby?
Still friends, Basil.
Now, how about you get back down to the superior colliculus, and poop out some dopamine, for old time's sake?
Yes, massa boss man.
Was that necessary?
What do you think?
Yeah. I guess it was.